How to add activities by CSV. You can add activities by importing a CSV file. A CSV file is a simple text file with comma-separated values. You can modify such a file, for example, with an editor like Notepad++ or with a spreadsheet software like in LibreOffice. You can download Notepad++ at notepad++.org. Download LibreOffice at www.libreoffice.org. Let's export a FET dataset into CSV files. Change the settings only if you have good reasons. You will see a small summary of the exported data and the destination location. Move to the location. The CSV files might not be linked to a program yet. In that case, you should be able to right-click on the file name and open it with a tool of your choice. You will see a simple list of teacher names if you open the teacher's CSV file. You can add more teacher names the same way and import that data later again. Be careful if you save a CSV file. Please check if your used tool uses UTF-8 coding. Another coding will import names incorrect if you use non-Latin characters. You will notice that a normal editor is maybe not the best choice if you open the activities CSV file, because it doesn't look very clean. It is better to open files which include a lot of fields with a calculation software like LibreOffice. Do a click with the right mouse key and select Open with LibreOffice if you can't open it by a left double click. There will be a small box visible and a preview of the data. Please check that character set UTF-8 is selected, separator comma is checked and string delimiter quotation mark is selected. Let's have a look into the activities file. You can see teacher Agnes is teaching English in class 5B. She is teaching 4 hours per week. These hours are split into 4 parts. The value of the total duration must be, of course, the sum of the split durations. There is also a min days between activities constraint added with min 1 days between these parts. The constraint has weight 100% and the consecutive flag enabled. Instead of value 1 you can also write yes, y, true or t. The next activity is very similar, just with 2 teachers in the same class. Additional teachers are added by the plus sign. That is why you shouldn't use the plus sign in a teacher name. You can see in the next example that the same trick is also possible with students. Jan is also teaching maths 4 hours per week. But that is split into 3 parts only. One with duration 2 and the 2 others with duration 1. Sport should get 2 consecutive hours per week. So it isn't split at all. Since it isn't split, it also doesn't need a min days between activities constraint. So the last 3 fields are empty. Geography and politics are split activities again. You can see in the last field that they have got disabled consecutive flag. Instead of value 0 you can also write no, n, false or f. Pseudo activities are also possible. For example, a teacher meeting with teachers only. You might wonder about the missing split duration value in that example. But that is fine. If there is only 1 hour in total, it can't be split. In fact, you can skip the value of the total duration or the split duration. If there is only a total duration value, it will always split into as many parts. So each part will get duration 1. So it is possible to skip the split duration in the second to last example. But it is impossible to skip the split duration in the last example, since in that case it will be split into 2 parts. If you only add the split duration, FET will automatically sum the total duration. So you can skip that value, but it is a good validity check if you add it. Be careful with the next example. Of course, skipping the value of total duration is possible again. But you shouldn't skip the total duration, since this means it will split the duration into 2 parts, each with 1 hour. You are allowed to skip the total duration in nearly all examples, since it can be always calculated automatically by the split duration. Did you see the example where you can't skip the total duration? Right. The teacher meeting. Because you need a least split duration or total duration. You can't enter modified sub-activities with this easy CSV file version. Please be careful if you save the file. Save it as type text CSV. Check the edit filter settings. You will see the settings as soon as you try to save. Confirm CSV format. Characters set should be still UTF-8. Field delimiter should be the comma. String delimiter should be the quotation mark. Check the quote all text cells option. Now let's import such a file into PhET. You can import subjects, activity tags, teachers and rooms without any preconditions. You must import years, groups and subgroups before you can import activities. Alternatively, you can set up the student's structure by the PhET interface as always. There won't be an additional dialog about the file format if you saved the CSV file as described before. Just check the data and observe the warnings while importing the data. The current data in PhET won't be deleted if you import CSV data. That data will be always appended. Happy timetabling.